Hi, welcome to Moonbeam's Messages. This is a collective reading for Pisces. Now, as this is a collective reading, not everything will resonate, so please only take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you don't find any messages in this for yourself, then please check your other placements and you're likely to find a message in there. Now, this is a timeless reading, so whenever it falls into your feed is likely to be whenever it's relevant to yourself. But if you do want to know the day of recording, it is the 29th of September 2024. Now, this could be with regards to your past, present, or future person. It is whatever spirit wants to bring out. Okay, so let's get into your reading. Spirit, can we get some cards, please, for Pisces? If you do like your reading today, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. It will help pass the message on to anyone else that needs to hear it. And if you want to hear more from me, then don't forget to press the subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you press the notification bell, it will let you know when I do post new content. Okay. So, in your overall position, in your overall energy for yourself, we've got the Strength card. So, very much having a lot of courage, believing in yourself. You've got a lot of strength for whatever it is that you are currently going through. You're trying to have as much self-confidence as you possibly can. And you're trying to accept yourself and love yourself as well. Now, in your particular position, in your current circumstances, the way that you review it or see in this relationship is you're feeling really abandoned. So potentially this is related to someone from the past. It could be a current relationship where you're separated. If it's somebody new coming in, this could be that you've potentially been left out or you feel abandoned from something that's happened to you recently. Now, it's not just feeling abandoned, it's also feeling like you don't have anything. So like you don't have friends, you don't have any money, it's the poverty card. So you're very much feeling like you've got nothing at all. Let's get some clarification on that. I think looking at all the other cards that are out here, I'm inclined to say that you're separated from this person or haven't been with this person for a while. I don't think this is somebody new, but it could be. Right, let's get some more clarification for the Five of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Pentacles. So you want a new start. You want something abundant. You want something that is going to be financially stable. You are very much wanting to have stability and finances. You may have already had the new start, but you haven't realised that you've got it just yet. Or this is something that you do want. Now, you feel like a decision has been made towards you unfairly. So whatever this is, it's what's caused you to feel like you've been abandoned. So whether you've separated from somebody, maybe they've left you and you feel like it wasn't what they're saying, so they may be blaming you for it. And obviously you're under the, you don't feel like it was quite how they're making it out to be. You do feel like not everything has come to light, and you feel like you're not being treated fairly. Potentially, if you've fallen out with somebody, people could have turned their back on you as well, and you feel like that, friends or family members that you once had, if they've turned their backs on you, you feel like they're treating you unfairly. You don't deserve how you're being treated. And then we have the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups is telling me that you know exactly what it is that you want. You don't want to miss an opportunity. You know what's good for you, and you're not dreaming. You want reality. Now, in your person's energy, they have a Judgment and it's come out to the side. So this is suggesting to me that they want to make a decision, but the decision is going to be a lasting decision, and it's a challenging decision for them. So this decision that they are looking to make could potentially be with regards to reconciliation, but they're not sure if they've got all of the information that they need at the minute. They are still potentially not necessarily facing the truths. When the Judgment is in the reverse, it's very much that they're missing something, that they've had a revelation, it's been slapped in their face, but they're not actually acting on it. They're not recognizing it. They don't want to see it. They are not believing that that is the reality of the situation. So as much as it's bright and, it could be very much that they're seeing the sun is being yellow, the grass is green. They're still sitting there thinking the grass is purple and the sky is pink. Fair enough, the sky can be pink sometimes, but they think it's pink permanently. It's very much that kind of thing, that kind of idea. When it's in the upright, they have all the information, they've got all the clarity that they need, and it's very much that they're ready to make that decision. And that decision is going to be a final decision, okay? Now, that final decision could be very much reconciliation, because the Judgment card is the card of reconciliation. However, reconciliation doesn't have to be that they want to get back together. Okay, it could just simply be that they want to get closure and they want to be friends. It's like reconciling their own thoughts, their own ideas on what happened within the relationship. So to me, this is very much a past person. Now, if this isn't a past person, your person is deciding on whether or not to reconcile, or whether they want to completely end something with someone else. They still haven't made that final decision. And they too going through a Tower moment. So they have a Prince of Pentacles. So they're trying to work out what it is they want. And when they have got what they want, they are going to be planning to move towards it, but they are taking a very slow approach. This could be why it's quite challenging for them to make that decision, because they're going very, very slow. They don't feel like they have the confidence. We've got the Alchemist here, or the Magician. They don't feel like they've got the confidence, and they've not got the... They don't feel like they're gifted enough to make it happen. Okay, they're a little bit wondering whether or not whatever they want will materialize. So this is potentially more the reconciliation, getting back together kind of energy. But then because it's very much one of those, if you don't want to be with somebody, no one can keep you there. But if you were trying to manifest a relationship, manifest a person, you can have a lack of confidence that it will happen. So you might feel like it's not going to come, and it could be a bit of a challenge that way, for that actual manifestation, the actual reality of it to happen. So to me, this feels more like it could be somebody trying to reconcile. Now, whether this is reconcile with you or reconcile with someone else, I don't know. My gut feeling is this is a reconciliation towards you. Now, the Tower is telling me that they are having to look at things from the ground up. They're going to be having to rebuild. I don't know why I said they've got a tower as well, because you don't have a tower. I did just do a reading for Scorpio, and they had a tower. So if you've got Scorpio in your chart, or if your person's got Scorpio, it might be worth checking that out, because it was very much somebody having tower moments. Now, your person here is very much looking at rebuilding. So they've had a big wake-up call. They are having to change their mindset on something. Potentially they're changing a belief system. It could be that they've had a relationship rocked to the floor, which could have been yours, and they want to rebuild it. And they want it to be rebuilt stronger. But they're not having the confidence that they know how to do that. How you feel about this relationship or the concept of this relationship, you feel that it is toxic. You don't feel like it is something that is going to be healthy. You feel like you could be bound to it. It could be full of addictions of any type. So you're not viewing this in a particularly positive light. Let's get some clarification on that. So we do have the Chariot. So there is successful forward movement within this. So yes, you may feel it's got negative tendencies within it, but that, I mean, it could just be that there's a lot of passion within it as well. It could just be that it's a very passionate relationship. It doesn't necessarily have to be toxic from the devil. It could just be very passionate. And the Chariot is it's a successful move forward, and it's a very fast success. So that, I mean, that could be why you feel it might be toxic, because of the speed of things. But this is very much you having your heart and your mind in sync. So if you are feeling it's toxic, you're feeling it's toxic with your whole soul. We do have a Queen of Pentacles as well. So you do feel that it could be very abundant. That could be where this toxicity comes in. Maybe somebody is very much a workaholic. The Queen of Pentacles, though, is somebody that's very loving, nurturing. She's very kind. She's very giving. She's generous with her money. She's generous with her time. She also likes luxuries in life and the finer things. And she's very much all about the home and family. Now, this could be where some of the toxicity may come in, potentially with the finer things in life. Maybe she's very much somebody that would overspend, and that would be an obviously toxic trait. Potentially overspending will cause a bit of, or a lack of stability, or it can cause a lack of stability. But the Queen of Pentacles is somebody very stable. We do have a Ten of Cups, though, so somebody doesn't see this as very happy. So again, something that's going on within within this devil energy. It's not happy. It's disagreements. It's arguments. It's an unhappy family, unhappy home. So potentially you could have somebody within it that is a bit controlling. Because this Chariot can be very much having control. He's got control of all of those horses, you know. And he's driving it forward. So it could be a control thing. Controlling the money, controlling the home, controlling the family. And it's leaving people feeling unhappy. It could simply be the unhappy family may not be your immediate family unit, as in you and your children. It could be your larger family, so siblings, parents, in-laws. It could be them that are unhappy about this situation. So if you were within a relationship with them, maybe there's actual movement, and the toxicity doesn't necessarily come from your person. It might be coming from somebody's family. And you may be seeing it as being toxic that way. You could be obsessed with each other. And it could be making people very unhappy, like I say. Now, your challenge to this being a successful union, or to your challenge within this as a relationship, we have the Hermit in the reverse. So somebody feeling isolated and lonely is a challenge. So I'm assuming that this is something to do with you, because you feel abandoned and isolated. So let's get clarification on this Hermit. It could be to do with your person, very much so. They've got this tower, and a lot of the time when you're going through a tower, you might need to take a little bit of time to yourself to do some inner soul searching, and maybe they are somebody that is codependent and can't be on their own. And that could be where this toxicity comes in, for the codependency. Well, let's get some clarification of this Hermit card, please, Spirit. So we have a 10 of Wands there. So learning to release a burden and sharing the load. And if you have a look, he is on his way up to a beautiful tower, ready for that tower to fall, possibly setting the fire that's at the bottom. We have a 2 of Swords as well, so very much in need of making a decision, but not making that decision, very much holding it off. Now, the 2 of Swords can be being pressured into making a decision as well, so it's not having the time, so it's having to make a decision in haste. And we have the 2 of Wands in the reverse as well, so somebody's not being patient at all. So to me, this very much looks like somebody wants to release their burden, and in order to release their burden, they're trying to force a decision about a union, and they're trying to do it at speed. They don't want to, they're not planning anything through. They're not being patient. They're not waiting for things to happen. They want it to happen now, and this is a massive challenge. Now, if you do manage to successfully navigate this challenge and basically stop someone from pressuring any sort of decision. So if it's you trying to force a decision, you need to have patience. I don't think it's you. I think it might be your person. But then it's your person that is still sitting on the fence. So it could very well be you that's pressuring for a decision. I mean, this could be you and this could be your person. So you can flip them as they need to be, but this is supposed to be your energy. But this is suggesting to me somebody's pressuring for some sort of decision to be made. And they want it now because they don't want to be on their own. But like I say, if this is you pressuring for a decision, stop pressuring for a decision, okay? Let it come naturally. Go with the flow. Let it happen. You'll release your burden regardless when it's time to release your burden, okay? When you've learned what you need to learn, when your person's learned what they need to learn, that burden will be released regardless. It's not somebody else's place to hold your burden and to help you release it. It's not someone else's place to stop you feeling lonely. If you're feeling lonely, it's because you've not finished healing something. I mean, this goes for your person as well, obviously. If they're pressuring you, don't let them pressure you into a decision. No one should be able to pressure you into a decision. Yes, they can try, but at the end of the day, you need to be the one person that lives with that decision that you've made. So make sure that you are taking the time that you need and you've got the clarity that you need to make that decision. Don't let someone push you into it. If they're pushing you into it, what you need to sit there and think is, do I want this for the rest of my life? Because they're going to be pressuring me every single time, you know? So think of it in that perspective as well. Now, if you do manage to navigate this and get through this challenge of somebody feeling lonely, we do have the 8 of Swords. Now, this is suggesting to me that somebody is going to feel very stuck in their own head. They are trying to not feel stuck because they're very aware that they are the only person that is stopping them doing anything. Now, that could be anything bad and it can also be anything good. It's very much somebody's coming to the realization that they make their own choices, and it's very much a challenge for them to break free. suppose if you've been controlled and coerced for a long time, you will struggle with that. Let's get some clarification of this Eight of Swords. Excuse me. So we have a Princess of Cups. This is very much a new start. This is somebody reaching out with that new cup of love. So potentially your person, it's starting as friendship as well. So it could very much be that this reconciliation is your person wanting to start as friends. Okay. So your decision could very well be, can we at least be friends? Can we be in contact? Now, we've also got the Six of Cups. So somebody is looking at this in a very good light. They are remembering all the really good times. They're very, very nostalgic. They're looking at all the happy things from the past, and they are wanting to have that happiness again. Now, this could also suggest to me that they could be a soul connection, maybe somebody from your past life that you've had experience with. It could just be that you've been with this person for a long time. It could very well be that you've known this person from childhood. It could be that something may have happened with this person when you were younger, and that's caused you to feel like they're the devil. It could be something like that. It could be somebody coming towards you from the past that you haven't really seen since you were a kid, and they're coming towards you saying, look, can we be friends? I may have treated you really poorly when we were children. And this decision about being on their own could be something what they're forcing themselves to do. They could be pressuring themselves. So this pressure might have nothing to do with you, this challenge. It could very well all be on them. Now we do have the Fool card, and that's coming out to the side. So hesitation is a big challenge for whoever this is, which goes hand in hand with this Eight of Swords. Very much somebody overthinking. Instead of taking that leap of faith forward, they're hesitating, and it's becoming a big challenge for them. They don't know whether to follow their heart, follow their head. They don't know what they want. We also have a Princess of Swords. So they are trying to feel the waters, trying to work out what's going on. Potentially that's possibly why they're looking at starting off as friends, because they're trying to see where they stand with regards to this as a potential relationship. They could also be subject to some gossip, and so could you. It could be that you were both, listening to other people that may not be particularly favourable. It could very well be you that's, hesitating on something as well. This does suggest to me, though, that somebody is trying to find some information out, but it's a bit of a challenge for them. Maybe they are not particularly gifted, or somebody could be, maybe, somebody might be blocked. Someone might have like social media settings on private, so no one can actually see what's going on. Somebody may not even be on social media. If you've got everything locked down and you don't really speak to certain people, then it could be really hard for somebody to find out information. So that could obviously be a challenge. There is a death card as well, and it's a death in reverse. So there is going to be some sort of transformation that comes from this. And it's something to do with this Eight of Swords. Obviously, the transformation from being stuck in your own head to being understanding that you were the only person that keeps yourself stuck, moving forward, stop overthinking, that is going to come in, but it is going to be a slow burn. So it's going to take some time, but there will be a transition coming in. So that overthinking, being stuck in your own head, that's going to end, and there will be something better that does start, and that fall, that leap of faith potentially will happen. Well, it will happen. It's just going to be, it's going to take a while to get there. So obviously, if you're starting at friends, it can take some time to transition into something more than friends. Right, let's get you some Romance Angel Oracle cards as well to see if there's any more information that Spirit would like to give. And just before I do that, let's give you the energies that are out. So we have Capricorn, Virgo, Leo, Scorpio, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. We have Cancer, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus again, Libra, and that's it. So your person could be any of those energies. It might not be. If the reading resonates, then it resonates. Let's get you Romance Angel Oracle cards. Big chunk of cards. I don't know why they're all in the reverse. Right, okay. So we have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Children, your love life is being affected by children. Free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. Which we saw, that's very much that Leo energy. And then this here, feeling abandoned. It's very much to take back control and stop feeling abandoned. Honeymoon, enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Soulmate, yes, this is your soulmate. Release your ex, the time has come to clear your energy. Codependency, addictions are affecting your romantic life. So very much that devil energy there. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. And then we have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Alright, I hope you enjoyed your reading today, Pisces. If you did, don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Like I say, it will help pass the message on to anybody else that does need to hear it. Good luck and thank you for joining me.